This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
Okay, so Agatha is
Charlie was restless.
I won't spoil it for you, but Agatha is another Marvel character. She is a powerful spellcaster.
I think he has another present for you.
Okay, so what you can do is you come over and pet the dog.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
And by doing it, you will get arcane knowledge and credits or something that helps build your rapport with
I'm almost getting
the
used
dog,
to seeing you on your feet again.
which is useful.
Almost.
We also have to look around for things like this. Gloss lying around. It respawns. These are boxes. You need to have a key to open them.
Just magic his way in?
These guys are
Something
chatting.
about the whole alien thing threw off his
These
mood.
guys are hanging out.
That explains so much.
Look around. I'm just looking around for any things laying on the ground. So, nothing in here. Here's the forge.
Now,
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now
Babs.
it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered. Well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on.
We got new duds.
Still think I could have used a cloak.
Okay.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right.
Skill
Not
essence.
bad for our first collaboration.
So we can look at a bunch of things as well. Here's the Orb of Agamotto. Some of these things will give us
Everything could benefit from a cloak.
everything benefits from a cloak. Of course it does. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything we can pick up, inspect,
Curious.
clutter table. There is a floaty moon card right here. Another collection. Moon Knight. Which, Moon Knight is basically Marvel's version of Batman.
What is this?
Glass vials. See, what we're doing is we're getting the arcane essence. Arcane brilliance or whatever it's called. By looking at things. The star. This is Nova. Another a Marvel character. This. Anything here? Nothing here.
Oh, I've heard the things you whisper.
5 arcane knowledge. Tony's armor. Pretty straightforward.
Joys of sharing the world space.
Now the fun stuff.
And I'll have you know this cloak has helped me save the universe from extinction on countless occasions.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
No capes. Okay. Probably a little too soon to tell, don't you think? Why is there a demon in the forge? That is a great question.
Tell me about this demon. Why is it there?
Well, you would probably know more about that than me. I'm still working on a way to keep track of everything that goes bump in the night around here. Whatever they've got trapped down there, it's hotter than hell by a few thousand Kelvin, very pissed off, and really good at weaving synthetic microblends. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
Okay, what's so special about the new suit?
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey,
Still
the
calling
built-in
him Dr.
communicator means we
Spooky.
can talk to each other without sending a raven.
Sounds impressive, but what does it all mean?
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
You don't seem to like magic much.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
They really did a good job on Tony's personality. It's very Robert Downey Jr. without actually being Robert Downey Jr. Because of my mother. So why is your best friend always?
But you and the doctor seem to work well together.
Well, no need to put a label on things. The guy is good at making sense of this madness every now and then. He's not talking to his cape.
You see anything strange around the ivy?
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
Magic cat? A black cat?
Was it suspiciously elusive, even for a cat?
Actually, yes. Thought I was going crazy there for a second, but clearly I'm still firing on all cylinders. It just poofed in next to me out in the yard. Small, black, furry. Cute little thing. Probably some kind of shape-shifting monster knowing this place.
What exactly is the room again?
What sorts of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
Can't we use it against Venom?
Okay, so why not magically create a way through that symbiote shield?
Have you ever known it to work that way? We can't just wish upon a star here. We need to know what we're making first and put together the right components. Otherwise, I'd have already whipped up Strange a new personality.
So what's your stories, Tony?
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a super suit and started fighting crime.
I guess it worked out for you in the end.
You seem well adjusted enough, considering.
Exactly, which means there's hope for you yet. I find these apocalypse scenarios will save you tons of therapy.
Okay, that's
Thanks
good.
for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, Remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
Okay, so now we have the ability to analyze coils. So we analyze the coil. Gamma analysis.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye old demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it.
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change?
Dr. Spooky
So,
and our
how's the
haunted
whole saving
oven.
the world thing going?
Okay, so when we get coils, which we get from every mission, you analyze it, and we will get cards based on the 3 people that we ended up with, or we went and took on the mission. So we open it up.
Let's see what we've got here.
Because at its core, it is a
You're
deck
welcome,
builder.
Hunter.
So we click on them, and we can see that we have 2, 2, and 2. So it doesn't matter which ones we pick.
Big Tony's Forge of Mystery. We never close.
I think we're going to take one of this and one of this. Because this is this discards a random card. And we've already got 2. We'll never have more than one of these in our deck if we have it at all.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
I probably should have picked the other one, but whatever. Okay, so we take a look around. We already saw this. We didn't see any shinies on the ground. No shinies. Blades over here.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
About you?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
Of course she didn't.
Everyone loves you when you are dead. Tell me, does that mean you are half-loved?
She didn't describe you
Minus
as a
1.
snarky jackass, but here we are. All right, Tony Stark Jr., ask your questions.
About you?
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes?
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No,
What is it?
it's private.
Is it embarrassing?
Mr. Brooks?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
Okay, so you have to build up your relationships. Have you always been a
How
fat?
did you become a Dampier?
A Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Okay.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
What do you think of the
Do you
Midnight
have any
Suns?
thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
Okay. We should train.
I am ready to train.
Finally.
Okay, so we're gonna have to build up our relationship with Blade. So we got Captain Marvel over here hanging out doing her thing. There's some essence. There's some credits. We're taking a quick look around here, see if there's any more. Oh, there's looks like some water rod. That is an item for a quest. Could lounge, but we're not going to. We'll lounge later. And it doesn't appear to have any wacky stuff laying around. So he wants to talk to us still.
What's up?
Apparently he doesn't.
Thanks, Blade.
Sure.
Okay, so this is where we upgrade our abilities.
Back again.
So remember we picked up a separate card. We have 3 of them now. So we have this slash. We can upgrade it so that it becomes
Don't stress
forceful,
it too much.
forceful
There's no wrong
knockback.
answers here.
But it costs us 30 of our purple attack essence, which is, we only have 40 of it here. But it is a good upgrade, so we'll do that.
Later.
So now, if we look at ourselves here, we have our deck, and this one here is forceful knockback. This one here is knockback. So when we get enough stuff, we can combine these two, combine these two, combine these two to create better equipment. Upgrades are generally good, yes, and then it increases our skills and such over here. So now they want us to go talk to Captain Danvers. Carol. Hello, Carol.
Good to see you, Hunter.
Mightiest hero.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
There has to be a way inside. Where's my cursor? There it is.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want.
Funky bunch.
If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've got to find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've got to know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking, but then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Steve is Steve Rogers, Captain America. Exactly how persuasive?
Just how far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them if need be.
A quantum what?
You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
Find Captain Marvel. Okay. Doctor Strange is hovering over there. So here's the war room.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
Yes,
Hang on a second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl to a Kree battleship 50 light years out. This should be easy.
Oh, we waited all year for that game, and you know the Skrulls would have spoiled it for us if they got the chance.
Well, can't you just... I don't know.
Work my magic again? See, that's the problem. This time I am working with actual magic, and let me tell you, it sucks.
Okay.
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the Gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new Gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
He looks better with longer hair.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
Okay. Any shinies?
I've heard of Dr.
Nope.
Faustus in passing, but I've never bothered to look into him before. I learned a long time ago not to waste too much energy on fanatics.
Story mission?
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one for a minute.
Here's our crew. We can just hold to skip that. Because all it does is walk us up to the thing.
Sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me these warehouse rates are pretty normal for
Very.
this area in particular.
Gamma signatures and
Mr.
unstable
Briefing?
isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Almost feels like cheating with you two on our side.
Not bad for our first team up.
Sunglasses. Yeah, we had Corey Hart going on here. Yeah, we're not dating ourselves by sunglasses at night, are we, Jinxie? Maybe a little.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps the more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now.
Dr. Faustus, smartest fanatic in the room. It's a small room.
Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
It's party time. Defeat all enemies.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
Okay. So what do we got? We got 2 on Carol, 1 on Hunter, and 3 on Blade. And the 3 on Blade, we need to blow this up. That's what we need to do. Knockback. Actually. This will work.
That's a neat trick.
I'm afraid you might not make it back from this one.
Quick. Critical abilities deal increased damage. Nice. Leave him with 1 health, really? Get rid of those men.
Hell.
There's another explosion right there. That would be nice to knock someone into. Unfortunately, we don't have anything. Get rid of that. Maybe we get another knockback. We got another knockback, but it's in the wrong direction.